And good afternoon, folks. Warp103 bringing you guys another video. This time here, of course, we're doing the first impressions of the Strv K. Sit back, relax, and of course, enjoy that show.
I'm gonna have to rain down a godly firestorm on you.
And thank you for viewing this video. If you like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel by clicking the icon above, and then of course hitting the bell icon to get notifications when the next video drops. So here we go. Okay, now I do this almost all the time the same way if I can, because again, when Wargaming gives us a tank, usually they don't give us but the standard crew that comes with the tank. So this is your basic crew. And instead of saying brothers in arms, this one I think it says band of it says band of brothers. You can see that these are the base guys. There's nothing new with this. I haven't switched over or anything else to that. So this is what I'm playing with. This is my loadout. Vents, the aiming mod, and of course rammer. No gold, no food. This is as base as you can get. Again, except for it has brothers in arms, because that's how it comes. So this is how I always do the tanks. I may do it with two skilled crew. Again, is usually the one that has 6 cents on it. I don't even have 6 cents on it. So now I was talking about this tank and people are like, well, Warp, you don't know what you're talking about. It's not overpowered. Dude, that's not what I'm talking about. This is the slope that how this starts. They put in, and this is the same thing when they did with the tier 8 tanks. They put in a tank before that was worse than the other tanks around it. Remember preferred matchmaking? That's how it started. Then after a while, what do they always do? The next tank is gonna be a little bit better. The next tank is gonna be better. The next tank is going to be better. Then this is how wargaming works. If you don't understand how their pay to win system work, or some people put, well, it's just pay to progress. Whatever you want to call it, it's still paying to win. Now, what makes this different? You're going to get what? Funds. You're going to get what? Credits. You're going to get what? Experience. All these at tier 9. Now, you will not get it as much as you would do in a tier 8 if you're facing a tier 10 in battle, because again, that's a 2-tier thing. But if you're going from you're playing this and you're playing versus tier 10s, you're only going with 1 tier. It's the same thing as a tier 8. If you're a tier 8 and facing only tier 9s, your XP multiplier is set based on the higher the tier it is. But my point being is, this is a pattern from wargaming. This has been done at World of Warships. I've played World of Warships. I am not a super unicorn there, but I'm a blue smurf, meaning I'm really good. Just this far from being a unicorn. Again, I've done this at Warships, but y'all want to say this is not going to happen? Fine, no problem. It's on you. Now, you're going to see a battle inside of this tank. I'm at 75% in with this tank and everything else. So that the first two battles were me, 2K, 3K overall basically. This is the battle number 4, which is basically 3K overall. It's not a super good tank. It's not a super bad tank. The problem is, when I'm saying it's OP, you'll see it. Then later on, don't come crying and saying, well, we didn't get more. You said it's okay. Hey, so again, here's the battle. You guys enjoy it, and we'll see. All right, we're starting this battle out again as normal. Basically, this tank is not really great. It's not sucky. It's middle of the road. Now again, I don't have any, as you see the loadout. Number 6 is no food. Number 2 is no gold. This is how I start out all my battles if I can, because I want to see what the tank can do. I want to see if the armor holds up. I want to see, because, excuse me, because you can tell a lot about a tank by having it with it no kitted out, no, because again, you add barn equipment, you add your food, you add your top shelf crew, and of course that on its own will boost these stats and make a mediocre tank even then seem good. That's how that works. So basically, so that I'm right here now, you can see my team is doing its thing like it normally does, lemming training in, and you will see that I'm going to get a fair bit of lag going up here. I'm going up and it's like, what the hell happened? You can see I'll lag out for a second for that, but it's fine. You know, it's World of Tanks. It's fine. Lag. Now you'll see right there where it's got really choppy again and everything else like that. I had a bit of lag right there. So I'm down to, well, 600 some odd hit points. You can hear that goal say. Now, I'm actually facing against Damien's Gaming. He's the first person that hit me with his STRVK. So I know I'm outnumbered, I'm outgunned easily. This is looking bad for the home team. I'm down to 300 hit points. So most of you are probably thinking, well, his game is over. He's done. Okay. Yeah. That's not how this goes. Now, I'm actually going to speed it up just a fair bit. I'm just going to hit 1x right here, so that way it doesn't take forever. Now, basically, instead of what I'm doing on this side over here, I'm basically sitting on this side trying to just light for my team. I'm trying to make it so that, you know, my team is not, you know, we don't get steamrolled on this side. You can see the other side is basically, you know, they're trying to hold his own, but my job is to basically stay on this side over here and just try to get these guys spotted. Now, again, there's 4 tanks over here. 3 that you're seeing on the mini map and stuff like that, but there's 1 more over on this side. So I'm just chilling, keep getting spotted, everything else like that, and my job is to sit. Okay, I'm going to sit on the side of right here and just keep my best and try to spot. Again, I have 400 meters view range, so yeah, I'm going to use that view range to my advantage. Again, I'm just sitting over the side and spotting for my team, letting them get blasted in the face. Now, if they rush me, which that's what you did, I took the blind shot because I wanted to see, you know, maybe with somebody else hiding on the other side of the bush, and you can see right there. And again, just doing my thing. I'm low HP, I'm low health. I ain't got no goal. I can't, you know, shoot at someone's turret because, you know, without that gold pin. I mean, my standard pin is, it's decent. Standard penetration is decent. You know, I'm not going to say standard pin at 252 is bad. That's really decent. So I'm still doing my thing. Now, again, right now I'm up to 800-ish. You know, again, ish in spotter. What else could I do? Nothing. Again, keep going to the bushes, keep being over here. This basically, I'm being an absolute freaking pest. You're probably like, but yeah, Warp, you can't do anything. Your game is over. Now you can see the problem with this thing. This tank acts exactly like a couple other heavy tanks that I know of. If you move your reticle, and this tank is really accurate, but only if, and I would say this again, only if you let it zoom all the way in, and then you can hit longer shots. Now, when they're up close and personal, that's a different thing, and you'll see that in just a couple minutes. Now, again, it's just me over here. I'm just sitting there. I'm thinking, okay, we're winning so far. We have them surrounded. I'm just going to sit right here, let my team see if I can get some shots on some people and everything like that. And I'm like, oh, ooh, juicy target. Oh, I missed my shot on him. Okay, now again, reticle's ready. Goodbye. Okay, 1 kill. Still only low damage. So it's only, 200. Sorry, not 200. 700 some odd damage. Okay. Now again, watch these shots here. If you have to shoot on the move, meaning that you can see I tried to shoot because I knew I was about to get shot and I pulled back while shooting, it's no good hitting that way. If you get to let that settle and fire, it's pretty accurate. But if you try to have to do micro changes for that bloom, a little bit on the high side. But again, I don't really care. I'm making some credits. It's fine. You know, I'm making extra credits. What do I care for? Can I get some bonds on this? Now again, you can see Damien's game is on the far side over there and everything else of that. You know, he's doing this thing, and we're the last guys left. Again, at distance, if you let it settle down, it will hit. This reminds me of the AMX at tier 8, the AMX Mule at tier 8, the premium heavy tank. Same issue. The gun is really good only if you actually let it aim in and settle down. But okay, now as you can see, the armor wise, so that, you know, this hull is easy to get hit. I do like the design on the tank itself and everything else. So that I didn't show. I wish I could show you how it comes into the game, how it presents itself and everything else. So that would be great. But unfortunately, you know, it's kind of copyrighted. So, you know, we didn't have permission to do all that. So again, this is right now. You probably hear the music, and I'll be putting other music on top of that because again, the way it's set up, it screws up the copyright system. But anyway. Now again, I'm going to show you, I'm going to zoom a little bit faster and everything else like that. And again, let it settle. Again, gun is really good if you let it settle. But if you try to snapshot at long range, you're not hitting. Now he's behind something and I don't know what it is. But again, sitting there, hopefully Artie's going to hit him and boom. And unfortunately, he came back in and I hit the tank in front of him. Now you can see the char is behind us. You already know how this is. Again, I'm running back. I already know he's going to try to kill our Arties. Now, speed wise, it gets up to its speed like it said it's supposed to, that I've already covered. So yes, it does reach the speed it says it is in the book. This is not some misnomer that, oh, it's only going downhill. No, you can actually reach that on level ground. Okay, so we already know Artie's dead. Only thing I can do right here is again wait. Now again, zoom all the way in, lead him. Now you're gonna have people complain, well, the gun is not really accurate. Yeah, it's not snapshotting as well as I was hoping it was gonna snapshot. But you know, I don't have the turret rotation mechanism one, so that basically that'll, you know, my bloom and everything else like that. So you can configure this better. Look how fast this is. Again, up close and personal, it can whip and snap, but only up close and personal. Anything at distance, no, you have to aim fully in. Now I'm basically running from the char. I know the char is hot on my heels. Only thing I can do is sit there and run. Now again, if this was some of the other tanks that are basically a Russian tank, snapshot, now again, you see me moving. But again, I'm moving my gun and you can see snap doesn't work. Now if I hit that shot, game over. Easy win. So basically 3K overall again. I mean, it was only one battle where literally it was a turbo loss and we got our asses completely handed to us. But again, most of the games that I've had are been like this, where you literally have to fight it out till the end. Little trade secret, we win this. You'll see the post game in just a second. All right, folks, you've seen the battle. Again, this was me being absolutely dumb and stupid, rushing in the new tank to see what it's all about. Still managed to get, you know, 3.2 overall. Again, I've been averaging about 3.2 overall, except for one battle where it was literally, it was the turbo loss and I got my butt handed to me with like one shot of damage. You know, it is what it is. Facing tier 9s, tier 10s. Again, this is a tier 10 battle. Still was able to hold his own. Is this the tank itself OP? No. Is the concept of the tank OP? Yes. Now, again, I'm gonna say it one more time. All you have to do is look at World of Warships to see what they started with. And then from there, that power creep happened. And that power creep made tanks ridiculous. Sorry, ships ridiculous. You have ships in the game that really right now are a complete cancer. And they're at tier 9. And they're gonna butcher two guys at tier 8 and at tier 7. That's your idea of a good thing? Cool. Here's the rest of the post game coming. All right, as you see in right hand, so that, you know, came in 4th on the team in XP damage. I came in 4th on the team as well. Basically, with you everyday solid performing tank. Nothing super good, nothing special, nothing. This tank is OP that way, but that's not how it's OP. Of course, that's not what it is. Because again, this is the first tank in the series. That is what's called the slippery slope. But let's look at the next screen. Hit about 50% of my shots and everything else. So that, you know, actually I hit more than 50%, but I'm actually, what I count 50% is actual damage to the tanks and everything else. So that, you know, again, solid. This is just a regular everyday performance. But at tier 9, 74K. Now again, no food. I took consumables and everything else, so that made money. This is not an epic performance. This is not, I don't have any things going, and this is what I'm talking about. You see what it says for tier 10 vehicles. They haven't even fixed the screen for it just yet. For them, they're like, yeah, no problem. They just take it as it is, and that's what it is. Again, good solid tank. The problem is you got the slippery slope. You can keep making these ads. You don't have to play tier 10. You don't have to sling gold. Sorry, you don't have to sling gold. Your repair cost, you know, even getting killed and everything else of that is only 20K. You pay more than this in food. So comparing this to other tiers and everything else of that, you're, again, other gold tanks, it's right in line with the tier 8 gold tanks that see one tier up. The problem is, it shouldn't be making gold. Again, anybody that's, all you have to do is look at the World of Warships mess that's going on right now to see how this is going to go a bit from now. But hey, you do what you do. Go for the marathon, get your tank, you know, make them bonds. Again, it's an extra 100 bonds that you can make just by playing a tank. Like a good deal to me. Well guys, thank you for watching. This is Warp103 saying warp out, have fun. We'll catch you guys on the next one.